from DMV Experts. I'm the lead defense litigator. It's Friday, it's really hot out there, so make sure you keep hydrated. This is our first YouTube video that I'm making, and it's on a very, very important topic. Identity theft on children. Why is this topic so important? Why should you view it? Why should you comment? And above all, why should you share it? I'm going to get into very specifics, what it is, how prevalent and how big is the problem, what can you do as a parent, as a human being to protect our children and our future, and also what are the courts doing to punish these people, and what is DMV doing? Or are they doing anything? So let me briefly tell you a little bit about me, and then we'll get going. My name is Rene Guzman. I was a former DMV supervising agent, also a member of DMV's Special Operations Unit. I also trained and have testified numerous times and considered an expert in identity theft. I was also part of DMV's Internal Affairs Unit. I have a bachelor's degree from criminal justice from Cal State Fullerton, have over 20 years of experience in law enforcement, and investigative supervision. I was in charge of both San Bernardino and Riverside County, and now I have my own company called DMV Experts. That's just briefly a little bit about me. So let me give you a disclaimer. I have to do this disclaimer for legal aspects. I'm not an attorney, nor do I claim to be one, nor am I licensed through the bar. However, most attorneys learn by the book. They don't have hands-on experience. They have never conducted an identity theft investigation, been out there to serve a warrant at 5 o'clock in the morning, take down the ring of crooks, put them in jail, including some DMV people that help them out. I have done cases like that and many more. So I do have a wealth of knowledge and training and experience. However, if you feel you need an attorney for your criminal case, for any criminal case, or you just feel you need an attorney, obviously feel free to hire one. I'm going to provide you some information. If you feel you need more information, feel free to contact me. I'll provide you with my information. So let's get going on identity theft. I'm going to give you some stats and this identity theft on children. Later on, I'll do an identity theft on adults and many more videos. Here's some stats, and I proved these stats. They came from CNN, CBS, and USA Today. Last night, I confirmed all three. The stats are scary. I remember back in 2014, the stats were the following. 1 of every 11 children will be victims to identity theft. 50% of those victims will be children under 6 years of age. Compared to adults, adults is 0.3, not even 0.5%. That means 10% versus 0.3% for children and adults. Obviously, we know that people are targeting the children more than ever. Then DMV created this new identification. I was part of that team, alongside with the governor's team, that created that great, and it is a great ID. And DMV has new databases, new computers. So, did the stats go down? Unfortunately, they did not. Stats actually went up. Crime went up. Now it's 1 of every 10. It used to be 1 of every 11. Now it's 1 of every 10. Why? Because we have not educated you folks. And what says we is everyone that has knowledge. There's very few of us that really have a lot of knowledge in this. Some claim to and give you wrong information, unfortunately. So let's get going. Give you the stats. That's scary. If that doesn't scare you enough to keep on viewing this video, I don't know what will. If this is not enough stats for you to see this video and share it with everyone, I want to see millions of hits in the long run. If this is stats don't scare you, and we need to protect our children, and I don't know what will. So let's start with, how does it happen? What are the steps? I'll give you a perfect example of a case I was working and I was supervising. It was in Riverside County. To the gypsies. The gypsies look like Hispanics, talk Spanish. They learn the language. As soon as your child was born, they will get the information from your child. They will go to DMV and create a record. They will be the first on record. By the time your child, at the age of 15, 16, realizes that he needs a California ID or goes to DMV and gets one, someone already has his or her record for the last 15 years and did some serious damage. Your child can owe thousands of dollars in credit cards, can own cars, and I have seen a case where this child that was only 13 allegedly owned several cars. Now, how does it happen? Because the following. How many of you who are watching this video have children? And of those, how many of you have gone to DMV, filled out an application, which is the DL-44 for DMV, signed and, actually not signed, but completed the application, approved the application for your child, and processed it? In other words, how many of your children, very young, have an ID? How many times have you obtained a credit report of your child to see if your child is a victim? This is the way it works. Those people out there that want to get the identity of your children to commit identity theft do various schemes. They know you don't have a proper shredder, so they'll go to your dumpster. They will hack your computer. They will send scheme emails, internet, social media. They'll get the information. They actually hire people to infiltrate various agencies, medical locations, medical fields, law enforcement, believe it or not, DMV. I cannot tell you how many DMV people we investigated, and we found out they were actually placed in that position and paid by the crooks to extract information from DMV and give it to someone for identity theft purposes. Medical. Your kid is born at Kaiser, your kid is born at any hospital, they have someone infiltrated that particular location. That person has access to the record of that child, first name, last name, middle name, date of birth, hospital, so forth. Not the social security card, but that's easy to get. And they immediately go to DMV and create an ID for that child, which is not your child. Now, at what age can any child, what age can they get an ID? At any age. Next question will probably be, well, they can't sign. They don't have to sign the application. Example, you have a 6-month. Oh, you go to the county recorder, you get the birth certificate. You apply for a social. You immediately go to DMV and you generate a California ID for your child. Now, you're the first one on record. You just protected your child. Okay? They don't have to sign. There's a lot of people out there, unfortunately, that don't have hands or they're handicapped. They can't sign. The DMV employee will write on the application that this person is unable to sign. But it'll have the photograph and the thumbprint. If they don't have a thumbprint, there's various other methods, but they can get an ID at any age. So, how are you going to prevent it? You're going to go ahead and immediately get a certified copy of the birth certificate. You're immediately going to apply for a social, immediately. You're immediately going to get that social and that birth certificate and your personal information and the medical record to prove residency that he was born or she was born in California. Go immediately to DMV, process the application, get the ID. You just covered that child. If you don't have children, do it for your nieces. Spread the word, please. Spread this video. And this is the only way we're going to stop this from continuing. It's all over. It's prevalent. Folks are going to Puerto Rico. The crooks are going to Puerto Rico buying information. Because remember, Puerto Rico is part of what? The United States of America. And they're going to Puerto Rico and gain this information paying money, and then the person in Puerto Rico just simply vanishes. We don't know who they are. We're not really connected, although they're part of the U.S. So, now what happens if it already occurred? Well, if I was you, other than getting the ID, I would immediately contact the 3 credit bureaus. Remember, in California, you could get a copy of the credit report from all 3 for free every year. Do that for your child immediately and see if they have an established record. I hope not, but if they do, contact me immediately. If you have any other questions on this topic, contact me immediately. Now, there's a lot of commercials out there and a lot of different businesses that sell you protection of identity theft. Okay, be very careful with that. And the reason I'm saying is they protect you after the violation occurred. You have to be secured before the violation. So take immediate steps, proactive steps, not reactive steps. Any further questions, feel free to call me. If this happens to you, I'll guide you through the process of police reports and so forth, and letters you have to send to proper agencies. Here's my contact information, DMV experts. Here's my Facebook, Twitter account, Instagram, email, and I also gave you my phone number. Thank you very much. Be safe out there, and blessings. Next video will be speeding allegations. Coming soon.